Welcome to a guide to new mods for Farming Simulator 19 on Thursday the 24th of January with me, MrSealyp. So what do we have available to us today in this guide to new mods? We've got quite a few actually, although the ones across the back there are versions of the same one. But anyway, I'm going to start off, I think to my right just here we have got a Bale trailer. This is Bale trailer 9.75 meter by Swedish Bonner team. And obviously it's in MrSealyp green, it's going to be, isn't it? And we've got black rims, very nice. It's not a bad trailer, this. Again, it's good to have some options. Price wise, it's not too bad. We'll have a look at that in store in a moment. Nice tidy mod. Obviously in the green it looks a little bit garish, and over the top there are obviously, there are other options available for you to look at. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the store. And we're going to go across, and we're going to go to Bale trailers, which should be under baling technology. And we go right the way across here. Now, there we go. So we've got the Bale trailer. This will take up how many slots? 3 slots this will use. It's only 12,800, which is pretty good. The Flegel DPW 180 is 16,000. So 12,800 isn't too bad at all for a Bale trailer. I like it because it's got a solid bar. The Flegel's got, you know, the swivel axle at the front, which I'm not a great fan of. But so options available with it. We can change the main colour. So if I go on to that now, change colour, we can change it to any one of these. It's on red at the moment, but we could have it on yellow if we wanted to. Let's swing around a bit so we can see it in a bit more detail. And we'll go up a little bit. There we go. So we can have it in yellow. We could have it in, I don't know, whatever colour you want. Blue. And then we can change our rim colour. Let's go to that. Rim colour. Again, what's going to go with blue? I suppose we go blue and yellow, couldn't we? There we go. So we can do whatever options we want to on there. Has got a beacon on the back. And we can change our tyre choices from Trelleborg to Michelin's. Those are the options available. Like I say, it's a very tidy trailer. It does what it says on the tin. It does have straps which you can access either individually as normal, or you can do it from in cab by pressing R1 and R3. Will give you all straps, fastened and unfastened tension belts it normally comes up with. Very cool. What I'm going to do is just grab the tractor just to show you the lights very quickly. Now I will make the same proviso I always do. If any of these cause any kind of glitching, any problems, blue screening, I don't know. All I can do is tell you what I can see from what I'm looking at right now. So on the back we've got our beacon, lights, and we've got indicators left, indicators right. And like I say, there's not really much more to it than that. It's a Bale trailer, but a very nice one indeed, very welcome addition, and not a bad price either. Now what I'm going to do, just turn the engine off a second, I'm going to go directly opposite because we've got another mod today by Swedish Bonner team, and this is this one here. It's the oil drum weight. It's actually a Lizard 150 kilogram weight, again by Swedish Bonner team. I do like the fact that in game now with the new textures, the new lighting effects and all those kind of things, it does actually, when you come around the top, you can just about kind of see the little bits of shade where it looks like the top of the drum is dented, like it's almost been hammered, but you can also see where the metal looks like metal with the light shining off of it. It's a simple thing, and I say that not in a derogatory way, but when you say it's a simple thing, a lot of work goes into it to make it look the way it does. We kind of dismiss it as, oh yeah, it's just another weight, it's an oil drum weight. If you're going for that kind of rustic look on your farm and you don't want some of the more modern fancy snazzy weights, I always like the oil drum ones, especially on the older farm series I do. They're really quite cool. So you'll find that under weights, and we'll scroll right the way across. It should be right at the very end as far as I remember. There we go. The Lizard 550, it's only 250. I'm not going to say pounds, euros or dollars, I'm just going to stick at that. It's 250, which puts it the cheapest of the weights so far, but it is also the smallest of the weights. And again, we can change the colour option to whatever colour you want to have it on. It's entirely up to you, to suit your needs, to suit your vehicle or your farm. It's entirely up to you. Right, moving on. Which way shall I go? I'm going to go this way. We've got the Lemkin Zircon 10300. This is a power harrow. And this is by STv-Modding. This will use 7 slots. It's 3 meters wide. I don't often use power harrows, and again it comes down to what you want to use in your farm if you're using small equipment. There are some nice features on this, which I'm going to say some nice features that I'm going to show you in a moment. We'll have another look in store, as we often do. You will find this under power harrows, as I've just mentioned. Again, it's that kind of, we talk about cultivators as a kind of all-encompassing term, but we do have cultivators, disc harrows and power harrows are the 3 separate categories, and it comes under the power harrows. Now, it is cheaper than the other power harrows available at the moment. It's only 10,500, but it does require 120 horsepower for a 3 meter because it's powered. Obviously that one down is 100 and that one's 95, but it's cheaper than all of them, although that one is a 4 meter and it's only a 3. But regardless, we'll have a quick look around it, and we're going to have a look at it in, say in real life, you know what I mean. It's not real life at all, but in a bit more detail. I'm going to grab the tractor again. There's a couple of things I like. We have got the ridge markers, which you can place down. I don't use very often. Generally speaking, you can kind of line it up. I'm not quite sure which way I'm going. But we'll hook it up. Now, what I like about this is it's got an animated PTO. What we'll do is we'll get to that kind of position here. I'm not going to lower it. If I turn it on, it all starts moving underneath, but if we zoom in on that PTO and then turn it off, very cool. I like the animations on that a lot. Very, very nice indeed. So if you're in the market for a 3 meter power harrow, this may well be the one for you. Great detailing on it as well. Very neat. I always say it, my taste test is the decals. Do they blur? And I think it's almost a given now. Mods that we're getting on 19 just aren't going to be. The quality of them is so much better. But very cool. Very cool indeed. Right, moving on. We have got the Coon 2811. This is the lift control rear mower. I don't think you can operate it on the front. I suppose you could. I don't know. We could try it, but this has got a nice feature as well. I haven't checked the PTO shaft on this one actually. Now this is slightly smaller than the one we've already got in game. I think that's a 4 something. But what I want you to look at is, as I move, obviously got the shadow of the flag at the moment, the skirts on this, the animation of the skirts as you move, it actually looks like material. It's incredible. I think that's absolutely brilliant. Try and get a little bit closer on that. Look at that. That's so good. Sorry, I'll fold it to the side. And we'll turn it on from here, I think. Like I say, nice animations. I just thought, when I kind of tried it out a little while ago, the skirt movement on it was absolutely brilliant. Turn it off and fold that back again. You can get, even as it's moving, just very, very slight, very subtle movements. Look at that, brilliant. So, like I say, in store, if we have a look at the mowers, we are here. So we've got the GMD 4411 at the moment, is the kind of in-game version, which is a 4.3 meter. This one here is the GMD 2811. It's 2.7 meters, so it's a little bit smaller. It will cut at 13 miles per hour, and it's only 8,000, which isn't too bad, but I suppose it's a little bit smaller. The other one's 16, which is double the price, and I suppose it's Well, it's not quite double the size, is it? But so yeah, not bad. Another addition if mowing is your thing and you want a selection of mowers to choose from. That may be the mower for you. Let's go off that, and I'll put that down. Now, I'm going to leave the trailers till last, I think. What I'm going to move on to now is the Amazon Senius. Let me get that right. Oh, hang on, sorry, the Kuhn GMD 2811. That's by 50 Keda. Sorry, I meant to say who the model was. 50 Keda or Keda, could be. I'm not too sure which one. So, anyway, moving on. We have got the Amazon Senius 6003 2TX Super. This is a cultivator. It's a 6-metre cultivator, and again, you can't fault the work on this. Blimey, it does look incredible. Again, textures, the rubber looks like rubber. Very, very cool mod. Now this one actually is under cultivators, I think. We will check that at the moment. So, in here, I think it's definitely under cultivators, this one. And we'll scroll across. There we go. Oh, that's the Senius 8003. So we've already got the Senius 8003. Oh, that's interesting, that. See, now I'm a little bit baffled. I forgot we had that. See, that's 8 metres. Requires 400 horsepower and it's 68,000. If we go across to the new one, the mod, the Senior 6003 2TX Super, that's 6 metre. It's only 2 metres smaller. It's quite a bit cheaper. 68,043. That said, if we go down to 6 metres, which is around, which one's a 6 metre? That one there, the Horse. Well, I suppose, yeah, it puts it just a little bit above the Tiger 6. Although that is a 6 metre and requires 300 horsepower, it's a little bit cheaper. But again, it's options, you know, something else to try out. I had a look at this online, actually, and the one that was online, it was an Amazon video. And they had a fertiliser kind of like tender on the back of the tractor, and it was feeding fertiliser in through this unit into the ground, which is rather cool. So it opens and closes and does all the things you expect it to do. It's all rather wonderful. The animations are great. So what we'll do, just show that opening and closing. Obviously, the bigger the cultivator, the quicker you get the work done. The problem being, the bigger the cultivator, the more horsepower you need. So I, generally speaking, will try and go for a 6 metre one as soon as I can, with the lowest horsepower requirement I possibly can. Really nice animations on this one as well. Very cool looking bit of kit. Quite large, but then they are when they get up above that kind of size. Right, fold that back up again. This one is by Chrissy136. Nice mod, that. Very nice indeed. Which takes me on to the last of our mods for today. I say that because I'm recording this quite early. These went live on the Mod Hub about 2 PM UK time. Normally my mods don't go up till about 3:30, generally speaking. So I did wonder whether anything else was going to be released, possibly a map, you know, I don't know. And I always worry if I do the mod review too quickly that more mods will come out in between me sorting this out and then releasing it. So I don't know, but at the moment this is the last of the mods I'm going to be reviewing on this video. So what we've got is the Cramp Bandit 800. This is by Kyosho. Oh, I meant to say, sorry, yeah. The Amazon Senius is 11 slots, the cultivator there. I have to remember the slot count. People are interested in that and want to know what they are. So, the Cramp Bandit 800 by Kyosho. This is 22 slots. But then, to be fair, there's a lot going on. Very, very detailed. 3-axle trailer. Pack, I suppose, in a way, if you think about it. Because there are a few options available. But it's very, very nice. And there are 4 options available in this, in different sizes. Now I saw a while back, I think it might have been on a Daggerwin video, he was using a vehicle that had one of these kind of like rear mud guard things on the back, and it was kind of flapping in the breeze, and it was a really nice touch, a bit like the skirt on the mower, and I really liked that. This does exactly the same thing, and it's just one of those little things, not a little detail, but I really do like it. What we'll do, we'll have a look in store first, and we'll have a look over the ones that we've got. So if we go to trailers and we scroll across, now we've got the Cramp Bandit 750 already, which is a 39,200, and then we go all the way across and we come to the Cramp Bandit 800. It's 69,000, and the maximum capacity of this is 42,850. So we've got some options. Like I say, we can change the main colour, and there are 4 options available. I've shown the 4 options outside. We'll have a look at those in a bit more detail. We've got that green there. We've got a black. Actually, we should zoom in and go around a little bit. Again, try and get in a little better light so we can see it. Should have gone the other way, would have been quicker, wouldn't it? And then we've got the slightly lighter green there. Now, as far as tyres go, we've got Trelleborgs or we've got Michelin's. The Michelin's going to cost you a little bit more money on top. Another 2,100, taking the price of 71,600. Now, capacity-wise, actually, I'm going to go back to the Cramp red that we're used to. I think it's probably the best way to go. So capacity, we've got 28,400, which is this size here, the kind of first one I've got on my display that we'll have a look at. If we then go up a notch, we go up to 38,000. Now, interesting, the price doesn't change. With some of the other trailers, it does. Now, I don't know if that's a glitch or whether it... I really don't know, because normally speaking, the bigger the capacity, the more expensive. I don't know, but so that's 38,000. Put some sort of extensions on the top. Then we go the next one up, takes us to 42,850, which puts slightly larger extensions on as well. So if I go down one, you see the difference in extensions there. Now, interestingly, the 4th one takes us down a little bit. So we go 42,850, then we go down to 29,000, but it's got a cover on the top. And actually, out of all of them, I really like that. I like that look. Again, it's something different in game that we haven't really seen one that looks like this. Looks like a barn roof, actually. But I like that. I like that one a lot. Some nice details with the ladders on the front and that kind of thing, so we'll have a look at it in a bit more detail. But those are the 4 options available. And it doesn't affect the price, strangely enough, what size you have. But there you go. So, like I say, that's the smaller version. The next one up, the 42,850. And then we've got the 29,000 litre one here. That one's my favourite. I don't know why. It just is. It just kind of stands out. But like I say, some really nice details, like the aluminium ladders. I like the 3-axle. I think it's got steering axle. We'll have a look at that in a second anyway, because we are going to start one up. So start one up. We're going to start the tractor up. We're going to drive one. Start one up. Peculiar. So I'm going to do the one I like. But, you know, I like all of them, you know. Well, interesting. I don't know why we've got I suppose PTO run rather than hydraulic. But anyway, so let's say that flap at the back as we drive forward and backwards. Again, the same as like the skirts, and then you get a little bit of flap on that skirt, that little thing on the back. It's not too bad. I like that. Nice little detail. Lights. That's from the tractor, but lights. Then we've got indicators there. Very cool. We have beacons on the back there. Nice bright beacons. I like that. Probably why it's 22 slots as well. There's a lot going on this. As far as turning goes, front and rear axle on that trailer both steer, so it should give you a nice tight turning circle. Unloading, oh, it won't let me do it because I don't have access to the land. But anyway, right, we can open up this like so, and I like that a lot. That's very cool. Very cool indeed. Now we do also have the option, I don't know if it does it on this one, let's have a look. Let's go into the trailer. No, it doesn't do it on this one. I'll just show you on the next one. I've mentioned it before, when you're doing silaging and things like that, is some of these trailers have a flap at the front that you can kind of put down to allow the forage harvest or whatever you're using to throw things into the back. So we'll do it on the black one here. We'll swing around to this little flap just here. If I do L1 and right stick, there we go. You can raise and lower that flap there, which is supposed to make that easier, so it goes directly in rather than hitting that mesh, I believe is what it's for. And there you go. Those are our mods. Oh, should I turn those off? Ooh. Those are our mods for today. Quite an interesting selection, you know, from a weight mower, cultivator or power harrow, cultivator, bale trailer, and standard trailers in 4 different sizes, which oddly don't affect the price, but there you go. And like I say, we have got mods today from STv-Modding, Swedish Bonner Team, 50 Kida, Chrissy136 and Kyosho. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form, even if it's just to have a look at them and say, I like that a lot, I'm going to have one, or you know what, not bothered. I know I'm getting loads of comments from people saying, we just want maps. I get it, I really do. I don't control who puts the maps in, I don't control the testing, the QA, I don't control when they get released. All I can do is when they do get released, review them, have a look at them, do a first look map tour. So, you know, they'll come out when they come out, but these are the mods we've got for today. If you have found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.